So all of the pompous, pampered national media jabronis, they've talked all off season long about, well, the Vikings, they have big turnover, pardon the pun, at the quarterback position. So that's why they're going to struggle out the gate and maybe not even make the playoffs this year. Like they've used the fact that the Vikings got rid of Rhodes and Waynes and Mack, oh my, and they use that as an excuse to slight the Vikings, lower them in the power rankings, and predict them to go 7-9 or worse and not make the playoffs. And right. But the dirty little open secret is that these talking haircuts are too dumb to realize that the Vikings cornerbacks sucked balls last year. They were absolutely atrocious. We got big balls. They got big balls. Vikings cornerbacks sucked the biggest balls of them all last year. 2019, it was an absolute train wreck disaster. So just look at the numbers. So last year, Xavier Rhodes gave up 66 catches, 822 yards receiving in coverage, 5 touchdowns, 131.1 quarterback rating, as well as 10 penalties. Trey Waynes, not much better. Mack, decent. Pretty decent. Mike Hughes as well struggled. Him trying to come back from that ACL before he had that neck injury. So, I mean, you look at Waynes and Rhodes specifically. So not only were they massively overpaid, Xavier Rhodes making $14 million, Trey Waynes making $9.69 million, nice on his 5th-year option. So not only were they massively overpaid, but they were just a huge liability all season long. And frankly, the team is better off without Waynes and Rhodes. They just are, right? Would have liked to kept Mack, especially at that price point, except Mack, of course, is angry about they handled his injury, week 17 against the Bears. Understand that. So I don't know where all these national mofos are just, where they get off just talking about, the Vikings will struggle. Oh, what about Xavier Rhodes? Oh, what about Trey Waynes? Oh, he's going to go start in Cincy since they signed him to $14 million a year. Okay. Yeah, okay. And then they just look at first-round pick, El Jefe Gladney. Look at Tiny Cameron Dancer, third-round pick. Harrison Hand coming in 5th round. It's like, is it impossible for rookie cornerbacks to come in, have big opportunity, and be good? Like it's like this completely foreign notion to them. Right, as well as Mike Hughes, a year removed from injury. Holton Hill not suspended as of right now, and I actually think that this full-on teardown could be a rebuild and a rebirth in the Vikings cornerback room. It's like when old growth forest just gets massively overgrown, right? And then a cleansing fire comes in and replenishes the soil so the new life can grow again, verdant, and can actually have access to the light. That's going to be the Vikings cornerback room. Like, Rhodes, Waynes were all these really terrible, like knotted up trees that just like kept all the sunlight away from the young plants down below, and it was sort of, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. And also, yes, you talk about the rookies. They never played it down. They don't know what they don't know. But I like that. Especially, you look at the swagger and attitude that Dantzler brings, that El Jefe brings to the table. It's like, they're going to come in. The spotlight is not too big for them. They both played in big-time conferences against big-time competition. So they're going to come in, even with no rookie camp, no OTAs, limited training camp, be like, I got this. I got this. So I honestly could see them maybe during a portion of the season, maybe Mike Hughes falters, maybe Holton Hill does whatever Holton Hill does, and it is Dantzler and Gladney as the Vikings' 2 starting cornerbacks. And frankly, I would be okay with that. I'd much rather have that, let the rookies take their lumps, than having a massively overpaid and compromised Rhodes, Waynes, and Mack. Would have liked Mack, but specifically Rhodes and Waynes. It's just, it really is the whole cliche addition by subtraction. And yeah, they're going to have some growing pains, whatever, but you can tell. But you can't tell me how 3 rookies and Hughes and Holton Hill supplementing will be any worse than the absolute train wreck disaster in cornerback that the Vikings saw last year. You cannot tell me that. And the fact that the Vikings had the best safety duo in the NFL, I mean, just covering up that stink a little bit. Like Harris and Harrison were a little bit like Axe body spray. Like, could you imagine what that mofo would smell like if they didn't have the Axe? Actually, that's a bad example because Axe body spray is probably worse than the worst BO out there. But nah, can't do it. Just absolutely cannot do it. So last year, absolute nut low in cornerbacking. Maybe Jerry Gray had to go. Bring in Durante Jones, a brand new focus. Zimmer always gets his cornerbacks in the draft, and let's rebuild anew. It's going to be great. And also, their bar for success, if they're even slightly better, that means that they're still terrible, but it's still better than last year. It is. But your thoughts? Vikings rookie cornerbacks got a low bar coming in. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.